Good morning, children. Welcome back on your science online classes. Yes, children, how was your exam? I hope that everyone did well. Yes, today we will continue with our topic. Yes, in the previous class we had studied about the different type of changes which are occurring in our world. In our day-to-day life, we see a number of changes happening around us. New product New products are often formed as a result of these changes. Sometimes we are able to turn the new changed product back into the original form. Yes, basically we had studied two type of changes, physical change and the chemical change. Yes, what is a physical change? Physical change, it is a reversible in nature. Reversible nature means it can be reversed back. It come back to its original form. Yes, it will involves change in the texture, size, shape, color, volume, mass, weight and density. No new substance formed in this change. It does not change the composition of a matter. For example, making chair of a wood. Yes, if we will stretch a rubber band and if we leave it, after some time it comes back to its original form. So it is a which type of change? It is a physical change. And more example we had discussed in the previous class. And the second type of change is a chemical change. What is a chemical change? It is a irreversible in nature. Irreversible in nature means it cannot be reversed it back. So that's why it is called as a irreversible change. It involves change in the color, state, temperature and the energy. Yes, in this new products are formed and a substance with a new compound is formed. Example we had discussed in the previous class. One example I will give you, that changing milk into the curd. Can the curd again change into the milk? No, it cannot be changed. Yes, burning of a wood. If we will burn a wood, it will change into a new product, that is a ash. Can the ash will convert into again a log or wood? No, it is not possible. So it is a which type of change? It is a irreversible change. So these two type of change we had discussed in the previous class. So today also we will continue with the topic, that is about the physical change and the chemical change. So let us see the difference between the physical and the chemical change. So first we will see about the physical change. Yes, under the physical change, it is what difference? It is a reversible, and the chemical change, it is a irreversible. It cannot be reversed it back. That under the physical change, what is that? It involves change in the texture, size, shape, color, order, volume, mass, weight and density. Then under chemical change, it involves change in the color, state, temperature and energy. Yes, physical change. No new substance is formed. Yes, in chemical change, one or more different products are formed. Yes, in physical change, it does not change the matter. In chemical change, yes, change of form take place. In physical change, no chemical reaction take place. No chemical reaction, and neither the compound or new substance can form. But under the chemical change, chemical reaction take place and that new substance or the products can obtain. Yes, under physical change, no energy is given out. But in chemical change, light, heat and sounds are given off in the some chemical changes. I will give you example for that, especially in the festival, the Diwali festival. You love to burn a cracker or burst a cracker. In that, what you will observe when you are burning a cracker, from that heat, light as well as sound is produced. So burning of a cracker is which type of change? It is a chemical change. Yes, A last point of a physical change is the arrangement of atom remains the same. In this, the atoms remain. It cannot be increased or it cannot be decreased. But under the chemical change, the atom of the substance are rearranged. It may be increased or it may be decreased. So these are the various points of the physical change and the chemical change. Yes, in the down paragraph, some few more examples of a chemical changes are given here. Like, let us see about it. In summer, if food is not preserved properly, it is spoils. If we will keep that spoiled food in the refrigerator, can it fresh it again? No, it cannot. Means it is what change? It is a chemical change. Another example is when you cut the slices of apple and if forgot to eat and it kept for a long time, a body will observe a brown coating will form over it. Why this happen? This happens due to the formation of new substances which form a coating on the slices of apple. Yes, this occurs in the potato and brinjal. Same phenomena is also noticed in the case of potato and brinjal. Another example of chemical reaction is when metal, especially iron, is kept openly for a long period of time. What you will observe? You can see a brown coating will deposit on the surface of iron. This brown deposit is called as a rust. Now the question arises, what is a rust? Rust is actually corrosion of iron. Corrosion is the reaction between a material and its environment. Not only the iron but other metals also corrodes. Rusting occurs when oxygen combines or it come contact with the iron. The oxygen combines with the metals and it forms a new compound that is called an oxide. In this way, what happened? It weakened the bonds of the metals or the molecules, and in this way, slowly the metals were corroded. Slowly it will get rusted, and one day it comes, it breaks. So the most common type of corrosion is the formation of a rust or iron oxide on the surface of metal containing iron. When they come into contact with the oxygen, corrosion can also occur with a metal such as a steel are placed under too much stress and the material begins to crack. So what is the rust? Rust is oxidized iron. In the language of science, rusting occurs when oxygen comes in contact with the iron. The oxygen combines with the metal forming a new compound that is called as an oxide, thus weakening the bonds of the metal itself. If the base metal is iron or steel, the resultant oxide is appropriately called iron oxide. So this is about the rust. Now what are the causes of rusting? Causes of corrosion. Yes, water vapors and the different chemicals in the surrounding are major causes of the corrosions of the metals. Yes, iron or steel structure may appear as a solid, but water molecules can easily penetrate the microscopic pits and crack in the any exposed metal surface. Yes, you know that water molecules contains a hydrogen and oxygen atom. What is the chemical formula of water? H2O, 2 atoms of a hydrogen and 1 atom of a oxygen combines and it forms a water. So this hydrogen, it penetrates into the metals or the molecules, and what happens? It weakens the bond. And in case of a salt water, what is present in salt water? Sodium is present, and sodium is present. As in the case of salt water, corrosion will likely occur more quickly, and meanwhile the oxygen atom combines with the metal atom to form a destructive oxide compound. As the atom combines, they weaken the metal and making the structure brittle and crumbly, and slowly these metals get corroded and it weaken the bonds, and one day it will be completely finished off. So this is about the corrosion of a rusting. In this way the metals get corroded. Now how to prevent it, how to prevent rusting? So there are several methods by which corrosion can be prevented, so that the metals does not come in contact with the airs and the moisture. So the various methods, there are the various methods by which we can prevent it from the rusting. The first method is by painting, second method by greasing, the third method by alloying, fourth method anodizing, and the fifth method is galvanizing, and the last one is electroplating. So these are the several methods through which we can prevent it from the rusting. Okay, so these all these all methods we learn in the detail in the next class. So today what we had learned? We had learned about the difference between physical and the chemical change, and about the rust, what is the corrosion, what are the causes of the corrosion. So I think children, I hope that it is clear to you people, and in the next class I will explain you about how to prevent it, how to prevent rusting, what are the various methods which can be done to prevent it rusting. So keeps on learning and grow through the topic once again. Okay, thank you very much.